What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another little cool knife review / overview for you. This is one I've done before, but the lock is definitely different on this one. Handle scales are different, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-review this thing. Really excellent knife, CJRB Crag. Before I get into it, thank you guys so much for watching my content and for subscribing to the channel. It's right down there if you're not already. Hit the bell icon, notification icon, hit the like button. Let me know if you like the content. Let me know if you don't, whatever. Really appreciate everyone helping me out in the comments section. I've learned more from comments on my videos than I have anywhere, so really appreciate that. This is the CJRB Crag. This is what most would consider like a budget knife. This is the one with the copper handles. As if you can't tell, these were anodized by none other than, guess, Mr. Eddie, right? Really cool shipwreck patina on that. I really like that. Really good job that he did there, I think. So get a nice close-up of that. Really neat. Looks like something that's you know, in a shipwreck, henceforth the name. It's been left at the bottom of the ocean, right? Flipper knife, kind of a cleaver blade shape. I did a full review on this one already of the other version that I have. If you guys want to go check that one out, ARPM 9 on the steel. That's another different thing about it. It's different blade steel. We'll go over all that in just a second. Let me go ahead, and since this is a re-review, I'm going to just go over some specs real quick. Not really going to spend as much time as I normally do on calipers and blade stock thickness, because pretty much already did that, right? And you guys are probably bored of listening to me ramble about the same knife for the second time in a row, but this one is very different. So a little over 8 inches on the overall length. Blade length, let's see here, about 3 3/4 if you go all the way back to there, where it meets up with the handle. 3 1/4 on the cutting edge there. Said I wouldn't, but I will. Let's do the calipers. Zero them out. Zero them out. Right. All right. Blade stock thickness 125 thousandths. Thickest part of the spine. 25 thousandths on the edge. And with the copper scales, you're looking at just under half an inch, 471 thousandths. All right. Calipers up. This one, as you may notice, is a liner lock. All right, so let's do some size comparisons on this other Crag. The Shipwrecked Crag is what I call this one. Cold steel knives 8010. And the Demco Knives Slicer 80-20.5. So definitely what I would call a full-size knife. And let's do another custom scale job there by Mr. Eddie. Just throwing that out there. If you guys want to get a hold of him, contact him, whatever, he's linked down below in all the channels I've got linked. He does I don't know if his books are open or if he's got availability or time or whatever, but he does a great job if you can get a hold of him. Instagram's usually the best way, Mr. Eddie _411. That is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. That's the Spyderco Para 3. Alright. And one more. Well, 2 more, I guess. Ontario Knives Rat Model 1. And the Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. Definitely closer to the Rat 1. And last but not least, the CJRB Crag, right? Same knife, but a lot of different stuff. You got the liner lock on this one, the recoil lock on this one, which is pretty cool. I absolutely love that one. Heck of a budget knife right here for sure. Both of them are really. This one came with copper scales. They're going for about 60 bucks or so with the copper scales. Pretty neat. Definitely adds some weight to it. Well, for anyone that hasn't watched my other CJRB Crag video, we'll do a comparison of the weight here in a minute. But yeah, overall length pretty much the same. Blade shape, blade grind, everything's the same as the other one. Main differences: copper handles, liner lock, and, or forget to mention it, the blade seal. This one's ARPM 9 and this one is D2. Out of the two, I don't know. I mean, ARPM 9 is a good steel, so is D2, you know, especially for the price. I mean, you're looking at, you know, 60 bucks on this one with the copper and less on this one with the G10, the recoil lock. The recoil lock is, out of the two, I would say my favorite locking mechanism, you know, kind of an innovative locking mechanisms. I mean, they do have the super lock, short lock, a lot of similar locking mechanisms, but the recoil lock is pretty nice. I wish they'd do this more on a lot of their models. If they could do it on the Pyrite, man, wouldn't that be sweet? I think it would anyway. I'm a big fan of any lock that keeps your fingers out of the closing path of the blade. Let me know what you guys think about that, and the Crag, and hey, let me know if you like D2 better than ARPM 9 or vice versa, and your opinion on that in the comments section. I'd really appreciate that. So let's do a weight check here. Get out the old Walmart special scale here. All right, this has copper handles. This is heavy, man. I don't know what it weighs. Let's see, that's 8010. This is heavier for sure than the 8010. I'm gonna guess like 7.5 ounces or something. That is super close for me. Look at that, 7.7. 7.8. Do it one more time, see what we get. And 7.7, 7.8 ounces. So definitely a heavy knife. Double the ounce and inch ratio that's recommended, right? But, definitely drag down your swimming trunks if you're wearing them. All right, so let's look at it. I did this before. This is the same, so pretty much the same clip, but this one is stonewash. I think Mr. Eddie did that, I believe. Deep carry clip, pretty concealed in the pocket, really, right? So I have no issue with CJRB's pocket clip there. You know, it does stick out a little bit, will be kind of grabby towards the end there, but just bear that in mind. All right, hardware check. Hardware is essentially the same. Let's go ahead and check it out there. That's a T8 on the pivot, I think. Yeah, T8 on the pivot. Not a captive pivot, so bear that in mind. And I think everything else is T6, which is a shame. I wish it was T8, but just be careful whenever you're disassembling. Try not to strip it out. It should be all right. And I believe pocket clips T6, they're T8. No, they're T6. That one's just a little stripped, it seems like. Yeah, T6 on the pocket clip. So hardware, I mean, it could be better, you know, for sure. See, I was trying to I forgot that this isn't the recoil lock one, so I was trying to close it like that. But yeah, liner lock works pretty good too, you know, and great action on this thing, you know. Kind of a shake shut, you know, it's not gonna hold it like that. It's not gonna drop shut unless you give it a little shake there. But yeah, flipping action, I like that very much. So reverse flick, maybe I can, yeah, if you push, if you do one of those spidey flicks where you kind of push up on the blade and flick out, you can do that for sure. Pretty cool knife. I like it. Especially, I mean, obviously, I think obviously to me anyway would be the Shipwrecked patina scales would be the thing that sticks out the most about this one to me. You can get the copper, and there are all kinds of resources on YouTube to find out how to shipwreck stuff. It's not incredibly hard, but it is really beautiful. Mr. Eddie does a great job on that. Nice little pivot collar too, orange one on that one. That might be another difference that I didn't cover. Yeah, kind of like a gold on that one. On the other CJRB, the Crag. But yeah, definitely a great knife, man. Good ergonomics on it. No jimping up here. I don't really see where it's like needed. I mean, it would be a little more comfortable probably with some jimping, but not like necessary in my opinion. Good choke up on this choil. This is a finger choil. I would have liked if they would have made a little, like maybe even come out to like right here, you know, like just come out a little bit more, but you can still get, you know, like a second knuckle grip on it almost. I have average size hands. I wear a large size glove. And I've got no issues with it. Really comfortable, really great knife, and overall CJRB Crag is a pretty good budget option for sure, and a good modding platform too, right? So this is the first one that I stonewashed there. You know, it's the first knife I ever stonewashed. So pretty cool little mod platform if you're kind of experimenting around with, you know, doing some modifications, shipwreck patina, stonewashing, all kinds of stuff, and not, you know, crazy expensive. Like I said, the copper ones run around $60. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. CJRB Crag, of the two, which one would I prefer? You know, I would go with, if I was carrying it to use it, definitely the one with the G10, you know, D2, great blade steel. And the recoil lock, man, is just, I really like it a lot. And I like it more than I probably should. You know, really comfortable, really awesome locking mechanism for sure. So that's about it. I appreciate everybody watching, and thank you guys for liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the content. Hit the subscribe if you want more of it, and check out Mr. Eddie. He's got some pretty cool knives, some really great anodizing jobs, and it's got some good knives for sale on there too on the Discord, so definitely check that out. It's linked down below also. I appreciate everyone watching. I'll see you on the next one. Stay sharp.